How does Aries girl and Libra guy get on in love, sex, relationships, and marriage? Well, this is an excellent star sign match, and you will find this a lot in the real world. So both the cardinal signs, and air and fire fuel each other. As you know, they whip up a firestorm. And of course, the Venus, which is the ruler of Libra, is the perfect antidote for the rough around the edges Mars, which is the ruler of Aries. So just like a jeweler takes a diamond and polishes it into a gem of beauty, Libra man has the ability to tame and refine Aries girl. It's kind of appropriate because the example we're going to be looking at is a David and Samantha Cameron, and Samantha Cameron's background as Aries girl is in jewelry. So Aries girl is immediately drawn to the calming, loving influence of Libra guy. She loves his diplomacy, she likes his manner, she enjoys his approach. Libra guy is an assertive guy. He's the iron hand in the velvet glove. He's tough but fair and strong. And he, in turn, respects and admires the audaciousness and drive of Aries girl. You're both strong characters with definite goals, and yet Libra man is able to compromise and bring some perspective, which helps the relationship grow quite nicely. Libra guy is eager to form bonds with others, and he likes to be in a relationship with Aries because it makes a great team. He enjoys working as a team, and he sees Aries girl as a great compliment. Aries girl is independent, but with Libra guy she feels complimented, not contained, and so she's happy to be on his team. Clashes are possible because Libra guy likes to take a step back and look at things calmly and rationally, whereas Aries girl likes to react spur of the moment, often quite instinctively. However, you tend to come around to each other's point of view quite quickly and are able to settle disputes and smooth things over. So Libra guy certainly brings out the romantic in Aries girl, and you'll enjoy dating. And even when you're married, there's still a great deal of mutual appreciation, affection, and love. Libra guy is very tactile. Aries girl certainly enjoys that in a man. She likes a man to give her physical gestures of approval, of affection, and of love. So that's great. There's a very strong bond between these and a great deal of camaraderie. You can work together in your marriage and in your business as a powerful unit. So the sexual chemistry is potent. You guys will be physically attracted from the get-go. So let's have a look at David Cameron, who of course was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom between 2010 and 2016, and his wife Samantha. And of course David Cameron being Libra guy, Samantha is Aries girl. So he said that his friends really didn't understand the pairing with what he called a hippie student, Samantha. So often friends won't understand this combination. They probably would assume that a Gemini or an Aquarian would be a better match for Libra guy. They probably think the Aries girl is a little bit too free-spirited and not ready to settle down, but they're wrong. So in the serialization of For the Record, which is Mr. Cameron's biography or autobiography, he spoke of his encounter, the very first encounter with his future wife, Samantha. And he said, Samantha was a friend of my younger sister, Claire, and we first met when she was just 17. I remember being struck by this laid-back, almost silent, waif-like thing lying on my parents' sofa, smoking rolled-up cigarettes and sniggering gently as my sister took the P.S. out of me. So Mr. Cameron also says that a lot of people, like I was saying, they didn't understand the pairing. And he said we were similar in some ways, brought up only 20 miles apart, with parents who were of slightly different ages and moved in social circles. But our friends on both sides really couldn't understand what we were up to. He said, I was the ambitious Tory apparatchik. In other words, he was a, aspiring politician. And she was a hippie art student. I think that typifies so beautifully the start of a relationship between Libra guy and Aries girl. Libra guy is ambitious. He tends very early on in life to have a set idea of what he wants. So even when he's at school or in high school, going into university, he's got this clear vision of what his ambitions are, where he wants to be, how he's going to structure his life. He's wise beyond his years. Whereas Aries girl at the young age of 17 is a bit laid back, hippie-ish, embracing life, a little bit rebellious, as you can see, smoking the rolled up cigarettes, but she's kind of got her whole life laid out ahead of her, and she's not setting out a plan yet. She's just excited about living life and enjoying the moment. And so that's where they're very different. And I can understand why friends were confused by this relationship, because they thought he might be attracted to someone who was already dead set and had it all laid out, maybe like a Capricorn. But oh no, it's the perfect combination between her more malleable nature and being more open and more adventurous, and his more structured idea of the future. It makes a very interesting combination. He said, "My friends would say that she helped to turn a pretty traditional home counties Tory boy into someone a bit more rounded, more questioning and more open-minded." Yes, I can certainly see that. As I say, Libra think they've got it all set out, but when Aries girl comes along, she is going to introduce a whole lot of questions, a whole lot more adventure, a whole lot more daring to Libra guy, because he is a bit conservative, not only in the political sense. Most Libra guys can be a little bit almost cautious in the way they live their lives, a little bit set in their ways, a little bit in pursuit of luxury and money as well. And Aries girl can come along, widen their perspectives, open their horizons, just shunt them out of their comfort zones a little bit more, which is why it becomes very exciting for Libra. They are cardinal sign Libra, so they've got their mission, but Aries girl kickstarts that. And Aries girl benefits from Libra guy because he adds more definition to her life. He gives her something. She says, whoa, I'm here. I'm waiting to live my life. I want to see what opportunities are open to me. And he says, wait, here's the plan. These are my ambitions. How do you feel about them? And they come together and they say, okay, wow, this is something we can work on together. So David has been married to Samantha since 1996. They've had 3 children. Their oldest children, unfortunately, had a severe health condition and passed away. Yes, and it was, yes, they had, I say they had 3 children then. Now, they had 4, they have actually had 4 children altogether, and they still have 3 children, of course. So, let's go on to talk in more general about Aries and Libra guy. So Libra guy is certainly drawn to Aries girl, like he's under a spell. He's enchanted by her and attracted to the energy and the spirit of Aries girl. And Aries girl senses in Libra guy marriage material, and she's determined to make an honest man about him. She's got all the drive and the chutzpah, and he really admires that in a girl. And, you know, Aries girl finds that Libra guy is a suitable, calming influence on her, and she sees that he's into teamwork, which she enjoys, and he's going to provide some structure to her life. Libra guy can charm and tease her, and he's able to make her relaxed and at ease. They're immediately comfortable together and able to share feelings and ambitions. So both these are positive, proactive signs. They love to initiate, and they're very goal-driven, which is what cements the relationship and keeps them together. Libra guy thrives when he's appreciated. And although Aries girl is an ardent lover, she might not always be as tender or as verbal as Libra guy really likes when it comes to expressing her feelings for him. So much goes unspoken in this love match. Communication is good, but it's not excellent. However, you guys tend to understand each other emotionally, and there's a lot more understood than is openly expressed. So although you won't have many deep and meaningful conversations, because Aries girl's a bit impatient for that, there is a lot of underlying understanding of your innate natures and a deep level of respect for each other. So the Libran influence helps Aries girl to balance her energy. You know, he can encourage her to be more considered when she makes decisions and to slow her down a bit, make her more patient. And she, in turn, can help him to be more decisive and to just make up his mind and get into action. Because you know what Libras are like with all this pro and con weighing. They can dither sometimes and they can take forever to make up their mind. But Aries girl's always there to say, hey, come on now, make up your mind. Let's get on with things. We've got a life to live and we've got goals to implement. Libra man often has a maturing influence on Aries girl as well. As you can tell from David Cameron, he found Samantha quite, what would we say, almost quite undefined initially. She was a work in progress, where he was already almost the finished article, knowing exactly what he was going to do in life. But he helped sort of not only calm her down, tame her in a way, bring her into line and create focus to her life. So there's a lot of magic in this match, because Libra brings Aries girl a lot of love, a lot of certainty, Libra guy is happy to take control here, and while Aries girl is certainly sometimes bossy sign, she quite enjoys it when the partner takes control. She doesn't really want to be the one who's making all the decisions. She wants to do it jointly. She likes to be in control. She likes to be dynamic in the relationship, but she hates a wishy-washy partner. She just can't stand it. She needs someone strong with her, and he has to deliver that strength. And if Libra guy carries on being indecisive and being too people-pleasing, he's going to fast lose the respect of Aries girl. So Libra guy definitely have to embrace his cardinal side. I see in the long term that Libra guy will get an upper hand in this love match, just because he's more patient, and he's sometimes better at seeing the bigger picture, because Aries girl may win the battles, but is she really winning the wars? Sometimes she's just too focused on the short term, and that means that she can lose control over the long-term trajectory of the relationship. So Libra guy, of course, likes harmony, can't stand arguing. So sometimes this fiery temper of Aries girl could potentially be a problem. However, in practice, Libra guy doesn't tend to bring out that side of Aries girl as much as other signs could. He's not really a big trigger for her anger, and he often accepts her independence. As an air sign, Libra guys are quite comfortable for this need for freedom within relationships, so he won't try and box her in, and therefore she won't get frustrated and angry and feel that she needs to strike out or push out against his boundaries. So the famous Libran tact and diplomacy are the perfect tools to deal with Aries girl. So he's got a toolkit of talents that will enable him to just say the right thing at the right moment and diffuse situations. So you guys are soulmates. You definitely share ambition. There's no doubt that the Aries girl is going to buy into some of these grand aims that the Libra guy has got, because Librans are a very ambitious sign. And both of you love socially interacting. You're both highly motivated people with strong personalities. But Libra guy really wants commitment. And so if Aries girl messes him around, she may lose out. So Aries girl and Libra guy are bound to advance this love affair towards marriage fairly quickly, because neither of you wants to lose the other, and that eliminates any cold feet in terms of the commitment side. Libra guy also tends to be able to persuade Aries girl to do things she has never done before. And he can probably persuade you into most things, Aries girl. So while you may think that you wear the pants in the house, be aware that he is subtly using his persuasion to steer you without your knowledge even, because, gosh, Libra guy drives a hard bargain, which is why so many Librans are attracted to politics. So when you're dealing with your Libra guy, think politics, because they are shrewd political movers and they'll use those skills in relationships too. So Aries' impulsiveness and his acquisitiveness can mean that there are unwise financial decisions that get made in this match. So I'm kind of hoping that one of you has a Capricorn parent or a Cancer friend somewhere in the background who can provide you with some good financial advice, because together you sometimes make mistakes because you are too eager, too overeager, too hasty, and have too many big ideas in the terms of finances and in terms of maybe expanding your home, which is also something you guys take great pride in, creating a beautiful home. You might make some unwise choices. You'll definitely want to have children, and you will agree on many aspects of child rearing, because you both want to encourage independence in your children, and Libra guy particularly likes to have a laissez-faire attitude with children, because at the end of the day, it's their movie, isn't it? And both of you take that attitude, so you're unlikely to want to keep your children in a bubble or to closet them or to overprotect them. You're going to say to your children, there's the world, go and explore. And here, you guys, is your relationship. Go and have fun. This is a firecracker relationship, an excellent one. Should be highly successful as partners in life and partners in business too.